guys, Crazy Moves 09 here. I'm going to go through a few quick hand histories of the 6 Max Super Turbos again. Just doing one at a time, but I'll be putting up a few in the near future. I'm going to start with some really basic ones and then slowly get a bit more advanced as we go through. So these first couple are going to be really quite basic and aimed at the beginner and even someone who's moving to the Super Turbos or going to have a go at the Super Turbos and hasn't had much to do with them. There's not going to be too much advanced concepts in these first couple of hand histories that I'm going to show. So if you're a bit more of an advanced player or you've already had quite a lot to do with these, you might want to just skip to the more advanced videos, but these ones will definitely be worth watching for the majority of the people anyway. We'll get on with it. We'll go through pretty quickly. 8-ball, can't do anything. Under the gun raise, obviously not getting involved there. And in these first couple I'm going to show, they're all quite basic games where I haven't had to do too much out of the ordinary. Last hand ace-10 suited there, just nowhere near good enough with what happened there. With the 4x raise there, all we can do is shove, and yeah, our ace-10 suited is just not strong enough there. These are all going to be ones where where my cards do the playing for me basically, and it's just to show that you don't have to do anything too silly. You don't have to play too wide. You do have to pick your spots. This one's going to be one of the easier ones. Sometimes these things will basically play themselves and they can be very easy to take down. Other times things aren't going to go so smoothly and you're going to be riding a 5 big blind stack a lot of the time through it, and that's where you really need to know your spots. But any ace here, just about any 2 cards, we're shoving blind versus blind there with 10 hands. We haven't done anything, so we look quite tight. This guy's, I've only got 15 hands on him, but he's limping 40% of the time, and a lot of the time those are the sort of people that'll make some sort of stupid call, so I might tighten my range there a little. Not quite shove 100%, but it's still shoving probably 70 to 80% of my hands there. Jacks, they're on 8 big blinds. Hands just playing itself. We shove it in, get called by King Queen, which I don't mind. I prefer to be calling. It's my first shove, so unless he has a lot of hands on me, which he can't because I only have 93 on him, there's no way he really knows that I'm shoving really wide there, even though I should be shoving quite wide. He hasn't got the information on me to say that I have, and King Queen off there is just not quite strong enough. King Queen suited I think would be a good call, just because you give yourself that extra 3% equity on average, and that's going to add up a lot in the long run. But we get into a 50-50 basically, and we hold. Next hand we have the short stack shove. He has to call once he's limped. I don't really know why he's limping there. A lot of people do seem to limp on the button in these Super Turbos. I think it's a lot better to come in for a raise. If you're going to call anyway, you might as well come in for a raise and try and get rid of me rather than give me a free flop. He outflops the ace-8 and we're down to 3. So this one going pretty quickly, or pretty much for everybody. It's basically played itself. Bit of a loose call on King Queen. This stuff hasn't been too bad apart from that. Standard shove on the ace-7 runs into ace-9. Ace-9 holds, and we're already heads up in about 20 hands, maybe even less than that. So down to heads up, blinds are 60-30. Starts with a fold. I always like to probably playing quite a few tables at a time, so I like to try and take notice of, especially when they're heads up, the first like 2 or 3 hands, or even all through it. If they fold 3 hands in a row, then they're playing pretty tight. Even 2 hands in a row, there's a good chance. 3 hands in a row, then they're probably really only playing this sort of top 50% at least. They're definitely not coming in too wide. So this guy starts off very tight. We also have to start with 2 folds in a row, so not much action to start the heads up. Then I pick up kings, and I'm praying that he doesn't fold 3 times in a row, but unfortunately he lies down. King queen here, 15 big blinds. I could definitely raise. Well, I'd probably prefer a raise here, and then I guess you're in quite a hard spot though when they do reshove. I mean, you're probably going to have to call with king queen heads up when you've already got some money in there. But if I raise here and he shoves on me, I'm not really going to know where I am. That's going to be the first time I've raised and he shoves on my first hand. It just puts me in a hard spot. So here I elect to shove it. Not quite sure if that's because I'm playing so many tables at once or not, but 15 big blinds, I think I prefer a shove here anyway. It makes it a lot harder to play without when you just raise. But if you shove here, run into a hand, and we're running good in this one, so we outflop. Now we've got him down to 14 big blinds. King queen again, I'm just going to shove it. Again we run into a big hand, so running into a lot of sort of coolers here in the heads up. They're both pretty standard shoves. We get lucky both times, so we take this one down. We look like we got pretty lucky there. Definitely running good in that tournament, but definitely didn't make any bad plays. Very standard plays, heads up. King queen's plenty strong enough. You're not going to be running into ace queen, ace jack every hand, that's for sure. So I hope that was pretty simple. Kept it as quick as I could. I'll get a few of these really basic ones up quickly so that we can start moving on to some more advanced ones. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed it. This is Crazy Moves 09.